Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, powerhouse kings and queens, I'm Super Goggins, super stud, frequenting the ladies' dreams. Believe that, you'll believe anything. Today I have for you a fragrance which is a cologne. It's a cheapie and it is from the house of Just Jack, which I'd never heard of either. I was browsing Notino, the UK version of Notino, and I just came across this and I looked at the box and the bottle and I thought, right, it's called Just Jack Neroli. The colours of that just instantly made me think of Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, which it's a clone of, right? So it was £14 back then. This is about 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. And so I ordered 3 of them blind. I'd read an online review somewhere, I can't remember where, it wasn't on Fragrantica, saying that it was good and that it was very strong. So I just thought, send me 3 of them. If it's anything like it, I'll be fine. If it's not very good, then I can send it back, can't I? Because the other ones are sealed. First of all, I don't normally complain about packaging and stuff like that, but I want to with this one because there's something that it's just not right with me. I know it's a cheap fragrance, and why am I going to complain about the packaging? I just want to, but because this packaging, it's huge, which is a little bit wasteful. Now, when you get the really expensive niche stuff and you get a very ornate kind of packaging with it, that's one thing, isn't it? Because it's generally good quality and sturdy and everything like this. This is flimsy, and it's also got this plastic insert inside, like a toy. You know, when you get like Action Man or something and there's a toy inside and it's kind of stuck. Well, that's the reason why I didn't put the bottle back in to get it out and show you, because it's so stuck in there that you nearly throw it when you get it out, or it slips out your hand or whatever, you know what I mean? And the size of it as well. You know what I mean? I don't know whether to put that on my fragrance shelf or on a bookshelf, to be quite honest. Anyway, let's not complain too much about that. It's just slightly annoying. There's the bottle, which I showed you already, and I'll show you again. I'll do a little, hopefully that focuses for you. You'll notice from that how much I've used as well in 5 months. That says something. That says that I like it. Now, let me tell you something about Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. Tom Ford Neroli Portofino is a very expensive niche fragrance, right? I've looked up the price of it recently, and on All Beauty it was 180 quid for 50 ml. So that's expensive, right? In anyone's book, as far as I'm concerned. The thing about Tom Ford Neroli Portofino is it smells absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful, very good quality, exceptionally gorgeous perfume, but the performance is cack. You can read online reviews and you'll see people saying this lasts for 3 or 4 hours kind of thing. And if you're spending that kind of money on a fragrance, or if I was spending that kind of money on a fragrance, which I have done before, but I want it to last. I want it to be strong. If it's not, it doesn't matter how nice it smells. If it's not got some performance to it, I'm not interested. I'd have to be super rich to go, oh, I like the smell of it so much that I'm going to buy it. You know what I mean? And I'd still be annoyed, I think. I don't think I would buy it if I was rich. I don't know if I'd buy this. But anyway. I got a little story about Tom Ford Neroli Portofino that I need to tell you, right? I went to a function one time. It was a suit function, and there was this friend of the family. I went up to her and I went to give her a hug, and as I went towards her, this cloud of sillage enveloped me, and I give her a hug and I said to her, oh, you smell lovely, Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. And she went, how did you know? And I said, it's a very distinct smell, it's lovely, I can tell. And she went, oh wow, I'm used to people telling me I smell lovely, I'm not used to people telling me what I'm wearing. And that leads me on to something else. Do you want to hear a little story? No? Tough, because here it is. When I lived in Somerset, which I did for 10 years, I used to have friends around to my place, right? And we'd all chill out and drink some tea and have a laugh. And this guy had come round with his missus, and there was a few of us there. We were all chatting about nonsense like we did because of the tea. And for some reason we got onto the subject of underwear. And she God knows why, I can't remember how the conversation led to this, it just did. She said, "I'll bet you can't guess the colour of my bra." Challenge accepted. I looked at her like Arnie does in the Schwarzenegger movie, the way he looks at the biker. And I said, "Brown." And she went, "What? How did you know?" I said, "I can't see, I just know." And she went, "Ah." Anyway, that was that little story. I never came round again, never seen her again. Yeah, I did, but should we talk about perfume again? So, I have worn Tom Ford Neroli Portofino before. I went into one of these big stores. I think it was Selfridges or something like that. It wasn't Harrods. It was one of the big stores. I think it was one in Kingston. I can't remember what it's called. Bentall's, that was it. Went in there and they had it on the side and it was even unattended, right? So I went up to it and I'd done a good old spray on my arm, right? I'd done it on the back of my hand and up my arm like that, about 3 or 4 sprays, quite close range. One or two from far away and then 2 really close, so it kind of dribbles down your wrist like that, yeah? And off I went and it smelled absolutely lovely. But about 3 or 4 hours later, it was pretty much gone. I mean, it was still a very, very faint skin scent, but the performance was terrible. But I thought it smells absolutely lovely. And that was before that incident with me recognising the lady's perfume. So from that, I had an olfactory memory of it. Now, onto this stuff. That's enough about Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. This is still on Notino, but it's now £20 for 100ml. But the 50ml is £8.10. That's on the UK Notino at the date of this video being made. It's really, really good. I've only had it for a few months. You can see how much I've used. And like I said, I did buy 3 of them. It's just so wearable, so usable, so likable, so fresh and easy, and just, it's gorgeous. For anyone who doesn't know the smell, which is probably going to be a fair percentage of people, I don't know whether it is actually. Is that me being patronising again? Probably. I'll just describe the smell. That's probably a better way to put it, isn't it? It's fresh, aromatic, citrusy, sweet, aquatic. It's very, very orangey. This actual one has got slightly different notes from the Tom Ford one, and there's quite a lot of notes in it. It's just very, very citrusy in the opening, and there's some florals, jasmine and stuff like that, and I can't remember them. I did look quite recently, but there's loads of them, and I'll put them up here if that matters, and it doesn't really, does it? I mean, do we need to know these things? Just need to know how it smells. I'll put them up there anyway. So it's very, very orangey. It's lemony. There's different kinds of oranges in here, and there's bergamot and stuff like that. So it's extremely citrusy in the top, and it's kind of sweet and thick and syrupy, but fresh and bright as well. It sounds like a bit of a hard thing to accomplish, but it does. And if you push me to say how similar is it to Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, I'd say probably around the 90% mark. I mean, the quality difference is going to be a 5% of that 10% difference, and then there's a few little differences in the actual scent itself. It's really, really good. It's quite similar, but this is the main thing. The performance on this is very good, probably falling just short of beast mode, but it's very, very good. The projection is great. The longevity is 8 to 10 hours. It will turn into a skin scent, obviously. The projection is probably 2 to 3 hours of it being strong and booming off you, but way, way stronger than Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. It's very nice. I rate it highly, and that is my review of it. Just Jack Neroli Portofino.
Wait a minute.
Neroli. Nearly said Neroli Portofino, didn't I? I've been completely fooled. Check it out if you want to. This is not paid or anything like that. I don't get anything for saying this, and just thought I'd bring it to your attention because I really like it, and check it out if you want to. Thanks very much for being with me again. I'll say these few things if I can remember them. I can't remember them, can I? I do this every now and then, don't I? Let's see if I can. Let's just trawl the memory, all right? It's like if you like, comment if you wanna, subscribe if you would, press the notifications button. There we go, flew into hell. It was there somewhere, wasn't it? And that just remains for me to say, safe man, chill out, enough respect, and I will catch you next time. Sweet.